give me the...
Go ahead.
Hi, Dave Carfani here, your tip of the week. Really exciting. We're going to be offering an evaluation of muscle glycogen. As many of my followers and athletes know, we do a lot of work with the fatigue overtrained athlete, but I'm excited to bring a software product into the office that's going to help you really hone in on nutritional intervention as well as training intervention by using the ultrasound that we use with diagnosing injuries, but also with your nutritional status. So here today is Marlena Zimmerman, who's going to kind of go through the testing. I have already done a baseline test on my ultrasound of my rectus femoris, my thigh, and my gastroc. We got testing, we got numbers, and I just did a all-out run. As you can see, I've got a towel, a little bit out of breath. So now we're going to do a post-analysis, and then I'll show you what the results look like and how we act on those. So Marlena.
Great. Okay, all right, we're actually going to have your head on this side. I'm going to swing your feet around, and a good amount of gel here so we can look down into the muscle so we can see if he's had depletion, that he actually worked hard on his run, or his glycogen levels. Now our body runs on fuel, as we know, runs on fat and glycogen. 20% of your glycogen is going to be stored within your liver. The other 80% is actually throughout your muscles. So we're looking for his rectus femoris as we're looking down onto the screen. We're going to take a quick snapshot of his right, and that's all it takes. Extremely painful. Just kidding. Change our annotation to the left here. Okay. And a little bit more gel. And same thing. Okay. Find our muscle again. All right, and our rectus femoris are done. So we're going to go ahead and flip over. We'll change to our gastrocs. Our left side. Okay. You can go ahead and flex for me. So we have our soleus and then our two gastroc heads, and we're actually going to measure right in the middle. You can go ahead and relax for me, so we can get a good reading on his gastrocs. So we're looking in the screen to find the soleus and then both gastrocs on there, so we call it the wishbone. And you have to go up a little bit on his because they're very well defined. Take a picture.
Oh,
And then we'll switch to the next. Is that what it is?
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
So I'm talking to Peter next week
Yeah.
on the phone, so
Will you tell him I
I'll
said
tell
hi?
him hi for you for sure.
Yeah.
There we go. It's twitching a little.
Yeah.
All right. Well, the good news is you're not pregnant.
Right.
No twins.
First, and the gastroc.
It'll be a different
And a male.
video.
Yeah.
All right. So now that we have our images,
Yeah.
go ahead and this one. So now that we have those, we'll review them. So we can see the actual rec fem here. So we're looking 4 centimeters down. We have the gel on top. This is a fat layer that's protecting the muscle. And then this is the actual muscle itself, the rectus femoris, that we're going to be measuring for fatigue. So after those are done, we're going to export those up to the cloud. So they go through. Wait for our little box, depending on our Wi-Fi connection, how fast it'll go to turn green. As soon as that's done, which it is, we'll toggle over to his profile. Click scan now. wait for these to come through. Okay, so it looks like here we had some good depletion, as you can see. So on the left gastroc, he started before his workout as a 45, he depleted 5 on that side. His right GS was a 60, and he dropped to a 35, which means he's burning a good amount on his right side. His left was 30 and 30, and then his right RF. So by looking at this, he's definitely very dominant on his right side and was using and burning a good amount of fuel on his right. So we would look at gait analysis and seeing for power output how that looks for you.
And that's something that we offer here. We use gait analysis with a system called Neuroxin, which is our metabolic system, and that would be the full complementary evaluation.
Yeah. So let's see your fuel gauges here. We'll have post training, and we'll say 0.5, because I think that's the smallest I can do. Well, we don't have any nutritional influences or therapies. So we'll create our session. And your fuel gauges for your muscles have been created. So we can see here that you have a depletion, but you're in the green, good to go. Your right RF, or sorry, left rectus femoris, we definitely want to look at because you had a significant depletion on that side. And then right RF, you had some depletion.
And what's interesting, I think you can gather, is this is before an injury, and if we're seeing this, we know fatigue occurs, increased injury incidence.
Correct.
So if we're able to look at just at the early onset of depletion fatigue, we might be able to almost prevent injury by nutritional status. And so this is a really good intervention that I'm excited to bring into the office. And if you have, we should be bringing it in over the next 4 to 6 weeks. If you're interested, feel free to call for more information. Thank you.